Good morning, everyone. It is
Thursday.
It is Thursday. There's a lot actually today.
I just realized I forgot to take my Flonase. We'll do that real quick.
Go flow your nays. It is September 4th, Thursday. There's several things to talk about today, actually. I'm gonna do this in no particular order, but I'm gonna try and remember all of the things that I want to talk about.
Lizard.
Everyone's like, Silksong? That's not one of them, but but it is true. I think the time of Silksong releasing is the end of breakfast stream. So if anyone is excited about Silksong, then literally this is it. And then at the end. So Circle of Scored says, I still don't know what that is. It is the sequel to Hollow Knight, which came out some time ago.
Why is Sephiroth hanging out?
I don't remember. I don't know. I guess I moved some stuff around. Maybe I was going to put him in a box, and then I just didn't.
Does he get a box to himself?
Maybe at this rate. All right, so the things I need to announce. First things first. It is September, which means it is also Subtember. And I had to pull up the Twitch thing because I hadn't seen what it was. But until October 1st, there is 25% off 1 month subs, 25% off 3 month subs, and then 30% off 6 month subs if that is the first term of the new recurring paid subscription. There's some other rules and stipulations, but it's on the Twitch website. The sponsor this year is Valorant. Remember Valorant? Sorry, they probably don't want me to say it as remember Valorant. They want to say, no, it's a game that you could play right now. Anyway. Neat. For September, Treasure Trains, which I vaguely remember what that is. 35% off gift sub bundle discount will start much earlier at level 2 instead of level 5.
Ow.
You sub, gift, or use bits during September to unlock the September 2025 badge. Neat. Alright, so that's the first thing. I want to make sure I remember that. Today is the 4th of September. Do you know what happens on the 4th of October?
Sure do.
I'll give you a hint. It's a month until Extra Life. Man boobs. The first Saturday of October, which is 10-4, good buddy, is Extra Life. It's going to be great.
We get to see Thomas.
And
And Juliet.
It's true.
And Dan.
Yeah. And the person I forgot when I was listing in the names in my Patreon video, which was Josh.
And Josh.
I had just finished talking about Josh in that segment. I was like, Josh is going to be here. And then I was like, now I'm going to name all of the people. And then I forgot Josh. It's fine. We don't have plans to do Spice Girls Day again. But I would watch a film with everyone if they wanted to. I would be down for that. 1600 bits from Goldline says, how could you forget Kirby? You should mention to Daddy Nintendo that you streamed it. Yeah, that's on my agenda for today. I gotta do that also. Tell them that I streamed the game, because I haven't told them yet. I'll do that. Yesterday was very busy. Today is pretty busy too. So wait, okay, hold on. I gotta make sure I get all my things. September.
Extra Life.
Extra Life. And then today, apparently, is the 7th anniversary of Breakfast Stream. So Breakfast Stream is 7 years old. So that's neat. We've been doing this for a while. cool. That's fun. I don't know how many episodes that turns out to be. It's what? There's 104 roughly. So 100-ish each year. So about 700, a little over 700 episodes.
Renee.
Breakfast Stream is old enough to be a screaming child in the yard. It's true. So I'm gonna frame it as if I remembered that Breakfast Stream was turning 7 and that this was all planned. But in honor of Breakfast Stream turning 7, there are so many new rad alerts, because if the games disappear off the back of the shelf, they can still be in our hearts. I also like the rad with 3Ds alerts, because I wrote that. Not to throw Chaz off a cliff, I think I may have written all of the rad alerts. I'm not sure. Like the initial rads, I think I wrote. Chaz says I think so. Slick Duke says you wrote them? I thought they were randomly generated. They are randomly generated, but you still have to write them. Does that make sense? You have to form it.
Epic Games and Atlas have joined forces to release Bobo MB Battlefield, the Kermit the Frog tale on Atari 2600.
Bobo MB. Love Bobo MB. 1000 Bits Radio Dread says, Rad Alert? Game. Epic Games and Atlas have joined forces to release Bob on Battlefield, the Kermit the Frog tale on Atari 2600. There's no frogs in Mario 64, is there? Is there any frogs? I don't think so. I think my Lego Atari 2600 will play that. No frogs. Well, there is now. I gotta get up to the top of Bob on Battlefield. The longer that goes, the less Kermit it becomes.
Yeah, and more Carl Sagan it becomes.
Yeah, it is. If you wish to destroy the Bob-omb on top of the battlefield, you must first invent a frog. I will say that I do the best voices of anyone on this earth, because they just meander. You don't know what you're going to get. That's what makes it fun. Here's another one.
The new game starring Evil Bowser is Shantae meets Castlevania, so it can't be challenging.
1000 Bits from Jet. New game alert. Say what? Shantae meets Castlevania, so it can't be challenging.
Okay, let's pick it up again.
This has so many IPs. There is a lot happening in that one.
There was a lot in that one.
These were fun. These were fun to make. One that, see, I had a vision in the shower, which is where I have visions. And it was for rad alerts. It was new rad alerts. Because I was like, you know what? One thing that we don't have.
Is this why your showers are like an hour and a half?
They have never been an hour and a half. They are 30 minutes long. Sometimes 35 if there's extra visions.
This one wasn't.
This was a 35-minute because there was extra visions. But I had a vision and I was like, you know, one of the word databases that we don't have in the game database is games. We had characters, but we didn't have games. And I was like, I'm going to fix this and I'm going to write some new things to incorporate those. Because I want to hear, like, Shantae meets Castlevania and think about what that would mean. That's fun. Yeah, at least I'm not on the phone in the shower.
No.
Like a crazy person. still is the wildest thing I think I've ever heard Jared say. And that's including the fact that he told the Stepmania story like 10 times. That doesn't compare to, yeah, I just sit in the shower with my phone. And I'm like, that's unusual behavior. But I guess if your phone is waterproof, you do you, boo. We got 47 months from Swift for Sweeper, 4 months from Nintendo Nitwit 7, and an Eddie.
Want to feel misshapen? Eat Tiny Eddie's succulent chili soda.
That's like basically something that'll give you bloating, and so when you're bloated, you feel misshapen.
Succulent chili soda. It's extra thick. 1050 from Anissa says, Eddie, what shall we eat in celebration of Breakfast Stream birthday?
A poll has begun. Do you use your phone in the shower?
I can't imagine that there's going to be... Yeah, what on earth is the best way of running that? Renee says, I'm taking a gas X just thinking about that. I'm imagining, like, just straight up chili, like, served.
I'm gonna vomit. I'm already nauseous this morning.
Alright, well, maybe I won't describe part 2.
No.
I like chili. You know, whether it's in a bowl or a can, I don't think that that's terrible. Here's something that definitely won't make you vomit. 500 bits from James MCI, who says, good afternoon from UK, Stephen Amell. KFC in Canada are doing Pickle Pepsi. They're also doing corn, gravy, and chicken-flavored jelly beans. I think Tiny Eddie has infiltrated KFC, to be honest. Poor Colonel Sanders. I saw yesterday, they were talking about that on our Discord, Pickle Pepsi. And it's in Canada, which is sad, because I would like to try it.
We could go to Canada.
That seems like maybe not the most fiscally responsible activity. Like, as a concept, period?
Just suddenly take a vacation.
To Canada.
Yeah, right now. Right now would be the best time.
For Pepsi.
Right now. Best time to do it. Listen, we're almost packed. It's just these Switch games.
The poll has ended. The winner is What on Earth?
You know what? Just so Jared feels better, there were at least 20 of you that said, yes, I use my phone in the shower. So you can clip this and send it to Jared, and he'll go, okay, all right. So 20 people. That you know, is Jared's 20 alt accounts. Jared at breakfast stream. Amazing. Woo. Displaying music on the counter while you shower count. No.
The 1-bit drummer, the 2-bit drummer, the 3-bit drummer.
I listen to music all the time, but like, it's not in the shower. It's not. Jared's thing when he talked about it was literally it's in the shower with him, and I'm like, huh. Like, he's on Twitter, like in the shower. Mr. Deathkill says, oh, well, you should have clarified beforehand. Yeah, I have a feeling that 20 is a lot less than 20, actually. The 20 were like, I listen to music. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, I listen to music too, but it's on the counter, not in the shower box.
Yeah. Anyway, Sappy said he also did Discord calls in there. Can you imagine if you're hearing the shower and you're like, are you in the shower? I'm like, yeah. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Use phone and bath, maybe a higher percent, Handsome Mama says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Breakfast stream's been going on, for so long, and now you have to hear this super special song. I can't believe it's been going on for year 7. If I keep doing it, I'll eventually do it from heaven. Keep doing it from heaven. Hey everybody, what's up? I'm dead, but St. Peter's joining me today. He's my co-host. I unfortunately did get the room in heaven next to the noisy ice machine for all eternity. But it's alright. Let's meet back. Nope. Let's meet back. Nope is a good epitaph. I hate it when God photobombs you. St. Peter or St. Goemon? St. Daffy. Do you not know what's happening?
No.
Oh, so, okay, well I was at the subathon.
Yes.
At the subathon, when we did the polls can only contain 25 characters, so you couldn't fit the whole name of the game. So we abbreviated starring as ST period. And then those games won, and it read it as Saint. So it was like...
Saint Goemon.
It was like, Gambari Goemon, or yeah.
I thought
Saint
maybe
Goemon.
that I missed something about Christianity.
My favorite part of the Bible was learning about Saint Daffy. Saint Daffy. Wake up, babe. New saint just dropped. Whew, I tell you, Saint Daffy and Pope Bugs just really... You learn a lot. My GPS reads St. Augustine Street as Street Augustine Street.
What did ours say the other day? It was something ridiculous that it messed up.
Oh, I don't even remember.
I don't remember either.
In the impact fights. My favorite part of the Bible. Ooh. Ooh. I gotta come down from that. That was bits from goal lighting. 7 years of breakfast stream. It is wild that we've been doing this for 7 years. It doesn't feel like it. Like it's just happened. How was date night last night? It was good. I should probably read some more alerts before I talk about it because it's a whole thing.
It is a whole thing.
But it's a good whole thing. Whole good thing. Mm-hmm. I wish I would have remembered it like earlier than, yesterday or whatever, the day before. We got 68 months from Jacket K, 19 from Zabe Ildus, 81 from Missing No Leader. Another game!
Bandai Namco is remaking Kid Icarus, turning it into a fighting game with an emphasis on warriors.
A fighting game with an emphasis on warriors makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It does.
That is a game. 1,000 bits from Rin the Halfling. Yo, I'm so down! Kid Icarus Warriors. We love it when Rad makes something that sounds realistic. Wait, that sounds kind of hype. Happy Silksong Day to all who will be playing. Can't wait for the game.
Original idea, do not steal.
I can't wait for, the right person to be in chat when one of the Rad alerts goes off and they're like, wait a minute. Hold on. Gotta write this down. There hasn't been a Kid Icarus game since the 3DS one, right? I'm pretty sure. I think that's the last time there was. And that's only the third game. They did NES and Game Boy. And then this one, and that's it. So, at some point they'll probably make another one. Like they'll make another Wave Race. Wave Race has also only had 3 games.
You know what else has only had 3 games?
Yeah, actually I do. I do know what else has only 3 games.
Yeah.
They don't want to do another one.
No, I know.
He's tired. He's too busy making other things, releasing popcorn and jams and notebooks. It's like Valve can't even count to 3. Have y'all heard some of the like really strong rumors about Half-Life 3?
No.
I only just found out about it like recently, and there's an entire like group of people that have been there's apparently very, very strong speculation that Valve is actually working on Half-Life 3. And like it's been such a meme forever, but people are like, no, it's you might be able to expect something realistic soon. And I'm like, huh. Neat. I still haven't played Alex. The VR one?
I know.
Yeah. I would like to play it.
Next,
but
you're gonna tell me that Silk Song is releasing in 36 minutes.
Listen, if y'all can get Silk Song after 8 years or whatever it was, like, Half-Life 3 can come out. Yeah, but do not play your friend Alex. Don't keep me from a good time. We got 73 months from YOLP, 4 months from Pear Explosion, Anise gifted a sub to Mega Septile, 80 months from Luna Gazer, 57 from Nomi Bookworm, Gaines gifted a sub to Jessica Brown. We had 60 months from Starbloom Faye. That's a 5.
Escape into a deliciousness dream with Tiny Eddie's Khaki Retribution cupcakes.
The phrase khaki retribution is real good. Real good. That was with some Colton. Happy birth fast. What did Eddie make to celebrate? Khaki retribution cupcakes. I like to imagine their cupcakes wearing little shorts. You don't eat those part. You gotta take them off.
You wore khakis the other day. Here's a retribution cupcake.
Khakis are fine. You're allowed to wear khakis all the time, anytime. Anytime's a good time for like khaki shorts and maybe a green Legend of Zelda shirt. It's always fine. It's always in style.
Flip-flops.
Flip-flops. This doesn't go out. It never goes out of style.
As long as the shorts are like to your knees and huge. Flare shorts.
Jean coat pockets. Does someone need a toaster? Because I think I have one here. It's me, Baggin' Saggin' Larry. It's a deep cut.
It was.
Very deep cut. We got 41 months from Halo Link. 83 from Wasprig. 300 from Jet Jet says, this special occasion calls for a lizard. Every occasion, I think, calls for a lizard. 20 months from Logan D. Camp. 22 from Elvin Scout. And another snack.
Fishmongers all agree, nothing beats Tiny Eddie's Sponge Richies.
Are they made of like sponges?
I mean, Richie's, the texture of a Richie is basically a sponge.
Yeah.
So why not go the
I'm
extra
thinking
mile?
like a coral sponge, and it's a fishmonger.
1,000 bits from Evil Half Dead. Eddie, make breakfast stream a nice meal for its birthday. Just eat sponges. Just do it. What's the worst that could happen? Maybe a lot.
Yeah.
If you ate a sponge, would it soak up all your insides?
I'm done. I need to go find some Zofran.
I need to find a doctor. Y'all remember the episode of Rugrats? Someone immediately knows what I'm talking about. The episode of Rugrats where Chucky eats a watermelon seed. And they're like, if you eat the watermelon seed, and it's going to turn into a watermelon, and you're going to explode and die. Anyway, that reminds me of this. Did you watch Rugrats?
I don't have cable.
You didn't have cable.
I only had cable every
We don't
other
have
weekends.
we don't
and-
have shared cartoon
No.
memories, unfortunately. How did you feel about watching? Because I made you watch all of Rocco's Modern Life.
I liked Rocco.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Rugrats is good. I don't think it's
I
as
saw
good
a
as
few episodes of Rugrats,
yeah.
but like
It's not as good as Rocco.
there were shows I would go out of my way to see.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was at my dad's house where he had cable. So
Yeah.
like on his weekends, I'd be like, no, we really need to watch Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, so you've
But,
seen.
like-
all right, all right, we have some shared
Some.
because I've seen Powerpuff Girls. Haley says PBS cartoons were where it was at. I didn't watch those at all.
What channel had Saturday morning cartoons like Recess and
Oh,
whatever?
Yeah,
That's what Carly and I watched.
yeah. I didn't watch those, but I was aware of their existence.
Was it ABC?
ABC? I think it was ABC.
WB? It might have been WB. It was not Disney for me because Disney was
Recess was also on Disney, but what you're talking about was ABC.
okay.
Because it was ABC's One Saturday Morning.
Yeah, that was it.
Some of the things that live in my brain forever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I never watched that.
And see, when I was at my dad's, because he had sci-fi, that's where Mystery Science Theater was, and that was like 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning. So at his
The best
house-
time slot.
Yeah, to watch that, we'd get up super early and watch it on a Saturday morning.
I did watch... Like, I mostly watched Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. And that, I never watched Disney. I never watched some of the other ones. But I did watch Pokemon, which I think was on WB? Maybe it was on Fox Kids?
It was on Channel 10 for me.
Channel 10. Yeah.
Simpsons was on Channel 12.
Yeah. I did watch, I'm realizing now that I watched more than just
Nickelodeon
Nickelodeon Cartoon Network because I watched Batman, the animated series.
Batman Beyond or the...
No, the
Okay.
original Batman.
I
saw,
loved Batman Beyond.
I saw a little bit of Batman Beyond. We can keep talking about cartoons the rest of the hour. I don't mind.
I don't remember which channel it was on, but Samurai Pizza Cats was on something.
Yeah.
And Carly and I watched that, and it felt like a fever dream until I met Thomas. He was like the first other person I knew that had seen that show, like in person that I had met.
I had seen it.
I don't think we had talked about it though, because I don't think I brought it up ever.
Oh.
But he had like a poster or some sort of artwork, and I was like, oh my god, that show.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. Haley said we discussed it in college. I
Mal's
don't remember.
memory's slipping.
I just remember Thomas having art and being like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a show that I had watched in depth, but it's one that I had seen. You know what a show that I enjoyed that a lot of people don't remember now is Two Stupid Dogs.
I remember that name, but I
You've
don't
heard the
remember
name.
it.
Yeah. It's stupid. It's a stupid show.
See, people are talking about Disney Channel. I didn't have Disney, and my dad didn't have it because it was like the upgraded cable package. So we never saw anything on Disney
Oh my god,
Channel.
Freakazoid. I haven't thought about that in a long time. Runs around in underwear. Freakazoid, something, something, dum-ba-da. Freak of me, freak of you. Yeah, there's everyone's different ages and watch things for different lengths of time. So, like, there's overlap here for some people, and then at some point, like, I haven't watched anything.
Bless you.
And there's stuff that I missed, too.
Yeah.
Because I'm aware of the words Code Lyoko, but I've never watched Code Lyoko. But I've watched, like, all of Reboot. I've watched all of Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain and, like, all that stuff. That was really fantastic. There's so many things. There's a lot of things I know because of games, because of, like, collecting things. What? Chaz, huh? That shouldn't have happened. Huh. Interesting. Oh, ooh, ow, my dude. Like, cool. Let's get an Eddie up in here. Banana. Huh. Let's fix that.
A cowardly end to a frosty dawn. Tiny Eddie's mustard bits.
You know what I'm envisioning?
Dried mustard.
Like little
Pebbles of dried mustard.
little tiny pebbles of dried mustard. Renee, it's that cereal for Alex. She's gone. She couldn't do it. Couldn't do the mustard bits. What other breakfast seven treats we got for all the children's? Mustard bits. Mustard dots. I mean, we tried the mustard ice cream. It was pretty good. It's certainly not something everyone would want, but it was pretty good. Had little pretzel bits in it. Now that I'm talking about it, I kind of want to I want more. Like, well, I just want a little bit. Like, not a whole pint, but like one of those like little Ben and Jerry's containers. Hi, welcome back. I'm sorry that you, I know. Well, you've had a bit of a tickle.
Yeah.
Just randomly. Got the fall tickle.
John.
21 months from Rock 3683, 71 from Fries Pikachu, 58 from Jay Lineback, 19 from Gamerlin 23, 24 months from Just Like Dark, that's a 2, and a 60 from Gemini 104, that's a 5. Haley says, I made mustard ice cream from scratch. For Alex, the mustard lover. Yes, Alex, the mustard lover. The person in our group who loves mustard the most. Definitely him. The person who at any given time has had 13 different types of mustard in their pantry. Definitely him. That's the guy.
Well, he claimed that he loved mustard the most.
Yeah, he did.
And then he doubled down on it.
He sure did. He said it, so it must be real. 38 months from Galactic Baron, 33 from Silver Cates, 50 from Rojaniel, and 500 bits of Jet Jet says, by the way, to continue my Johnny Cash parody, I've got an interview with a rescue in New Jersey. Never thought I'd be applying to places in New Jersey, but here we are. When this is all said and done, you will have a wild story.
Yeah.
Maybe you really will write the parody. Maybe it'll be like, yeah, maybe I should actually do this. 27 months from Brooklyn, and 300 from Caprazan, who says, so what was the story from Tuesday behind your parents moving to Myrtle Beach? You said it was long and wild. Oh yeah, I did say I would talk about that. I'll talk about that briefly, because I can kind of condense that a little bit, because I also want to talk about
Date night.
So my parents are from, my mom is from Maryland, my dad is from West Virginia. They met in beauty school because they both were, what's the word?
Taking classes.
Sure.
Students.
That's not, I was,
For
because
cosmetology.
they're both beautiful. Because they're both beautiful.
Enrolled.
Yeah, they were both cosmetologists is what I was thinking of. Yeah, they both went to beauty school because mom was always interested in that and wanted to do that. And my dad did it because his mom was like, our town
Could use a barber.
could use a barber. And he was like, all right. seems reasonable. There's no. My dad was from a very small town, and they didn't have a barber, so it was like, why don't we should have a barber. My dad always wanted to be an artist, actually. That was the thing that really made him happy. He really loved to draw and create, but that he was told from a very early age that was not a real job and not a viable thing that you can do. So he was told instead that maybe we should have a barber. So it's really great. Like y'all don't even know how big of a deal it is that my dad like is painting and creating art now, because that is something that he's literally always wanted to do. He always wanted to do art and pursue art. So the fact that he gets to do that and y'all have been so supportive is like a big deal. You have no idea, because he was told, you know, like, what are you going to do? Eat your art? You can't be an artist. That's not a real thing. So now that he gets to do it is like, I could go on and on about that, and I'll get emotional if I do. So I'll just say that it's great that he gets to do it now.
Anyway, so they met at cosmetology
So they
school.
met at cosmetology school, and then they got married, and they lived in Maryland, West Virginia area, and they had been there for, I don't know, a little bit, a few short years, and their friends who...
They were living in a mobile home on the...
They were living in a trailer in the yard of my dad's parents.
Mm-hmm.
Which is it's a little rough, admittedly, because like, you know, you want to love your in-laws, but you don't want to love them so close that they're in your house like every day or whatever. So this is a little tension, and their friends, who is my friend's Austin's parents. So Austin's parents had moved to Myrtle Beach, and they were like, we're living down in Myrtle Beach. Why don't you come and visit and check it out? And they were like, okay, so we'll go. We could take a little vacation and just like look around there. While my parents were in Myrtle Beach on vacation, my dad got offered a job because when they were down there, he was they went to like one of the grocery stores, and he was talking to someone, and the guy was like, would you like to work here? And then the other thing that's super wild is that someone made an offer on their trailer.
They had driven past the property
Yeah.
and like went and knocked on your grandparents' door or something.
Their house wasn't for sale.
No, there
they
was
didn't
no
have.
sign
There
up
was
or
no
anything.
sign. There was nothing. It was just someone drove by and was like, I need to go ask about that. So then, you know, my dad's mom called my dad and was like, someone wants to buy your trailer? And my parents were like, this feels kind of meant to be. Maybe we should move here. So they sold everything and they moved down to Myrtle Beach. Mm-hmm. And when they first lived in Myrtle Beach, they actually lived one street up from the ocean. So they lived...
First row?
Yeah. And hearing my parents describe that, they said it was pretty terrible. They said the nice thing was you're at the beach. They said the terrible thing is there's just a bunch of like college kids and stuff like partying all the time, and you could never sleep. So they only lived there for a little bit. Then they moved into a duplex, and while they lived in the duplex, they had me. And then I guess that's the end of the story, really, because by that point they lived in Myrtle Beach. So, yeah. And then eventually they bought a home, which is where they live now. Oh my God, you were born? I was born. Absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And the other thing is, my mom always hated the cold. Like, forever. Never liked winter. So, getting a chance to escape to the beach and live at the beach was, like, huge for her. Jill Days says, and then you and Austin were friends too. Yeah. And it was cool because my mom and Austin's mom actually went through their pregnancies together, and me and Austin were born 3 days apart. So we have kind of just been lifelong friends. And there's all sorts of photos of us like doing activities like from the time we were like really young. So, yeah, literal lifelong friends, womb buddies. So yeah, I think
your mom has told the story, like, to us, obviously, of, like, she went to go visit Austin's mom in the hospital right after she had Austin.
Yeah.
And then, like, came home, and then, like, her water broke the next day or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think I was, like, two weeks early or something like that. So
Yeah.
it wasn't supposed to be that close, but it ended up being that close. So there's just some shaggy art deprived Maryland town out there. Everyone's hair down to here. Wish we had some art or a barber. Anyway, yeah, I've probably told that or pieces of that over the years, but having it all in like one place is nice. Shaggy Town, West Virginia. We got 510 bits from Denise who says, my mom wanted to go to architecture school in a time where girls were all teachers and nurses and PTs. Please support your kids as far as their dreams are realistic. Hops off soapbox. Yeah, it's like I'm not upset at my grandparents because it was tiny town. Like, it was a different time, that's part of it, but the other thing is, like, it's tiny town and, like, the idea of, like...
You guys
that
don't
sort of
know, this
being-
was a tiny town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So... But I do agree. Support your kids' dreams. You never know what they will accomplish. They could accomplish anything. Anything. They could change the world. This is just a fun hand motion.
You gonna talk about date night now?
Okay, I'm gonna talk about date night. Yes. So many months ago, Mal was like, "Oh, hey, Alkaline Trio is coming to Raleigh." I've never seen Alkaline Trio, and for those who don't know, like when Mal and I started dating, and we were like learning about each other, and she's like, "What's your favorite band?" And I'm like, "They Might Be Giants." "What's your favorite band?" And she's like, "Alkaline Trio." So Alkaline Trio is a band that Mal has liked for a long, long time, but has
They're
never
out in, like, Chicago area.
actually got a chance to see them.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm pretty sure all my high school friends went to see them and Blink when in high school, but I couldn't for some reason. Yeah.
so Alkaline Trio was coming to Raleigh with Blink-182. And she's like, "I really want to go." And I was like, "Okay, let's do it." You know, we've been to 6 They Might Be Giants concerts or whatever, but we've never seen, you know, this band. So that's what we did last night. We went to the amphitheater and saw, I forget who opened,
Beauty School Dropout.
Beauty School Dropout. And then Alkaline Trio played. And then Blink-182 played. And it was interesting because, like, I knew, like, 80% of the Alkaline Trio songs that they played.
And that surprised you.
It did surprise me. It did surprise me. But I know some of the music from when we were dating because I was trying to get to know you and listen to some of the stuff that you were listening to. There's a song that's not a super...
It's not one that I...
It's not a popular song.
No.
That they have called Blue Carolina. And when we were dating, it was...
I think I had sent it to you.
It was also sweet
Yeah.
because it was like the song talks about how I want to get back to you, and it's about Carolina. So it was like, oh, this is a sweet thing. Anyway, they played it last night, and I guess they played it because we were in North Carolina.
Yeah.
But it's still a song that
They said they wrote it down the road.
Yeah, they said they were in North Carolina when they wrote it. Anyway, so that was neat. So they played that. And then I don't know anything about Blink-182. I did not listen to them ever. I know, like the 3 songs that you probably know by them. And they were fun.
Like All the Small Things, What's My Age Again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably another one.
Probably another one.
Probably another one. See, there's like a few that I recognized. They were funny. They they were funny. They're also very crass.
They are very crass.
They're incredibly crass. Like very, very juvenile. And I'm like, how old are these guys? So they're pretty old. It felt like the one guy, Mark, kind of grew up.
Yeah, Mark grew up.
And the other guy, Tom, did not. I mean, did not. There was banter between every single song. And he just kept talking. And it almost felt like Mark was doing his best to not just say, please shut up. Although he did say...
that's the bit, but...
It's, yeah. It's a bit, and also...
It feels a little bit like
I don't know that it's completely a bit. To be perfectly honest, I really don't think it's completely a bit. There's a part where I feel like he's accepted that this is happening, so Mark is just like, all right. But he also is like at one point he said something about like, he was talking to the audience, he's like, don't you wish we got rid of him again or something? And I was like, oh God, because Tom was not in the band for a long time. And then later he after Tom was just talking about like whatever, like I have no idea, just random stuff. Mark was like, I really need to ask them to just mute your mic between every song. And like, yeah, it's a bit, but also I don't know. I'm also in this business, and sometimes I feel like I can tell when bits are just a little bit more than a bit. It's like, you're either playing this up really hardcore, or there's a little something else going there. So, yeah. Anyway, it's interesting. It's certainly interesting. So, it was a fun show.
Yeah.
It was a fun show. They had fun. They enjoyed themselves. They certainly felt like they were having a good time.
Yeah.
So
It was a good concert.
yeah, it was fun. There was a lot of people there. I don't know exactly.
It's a big venue.
I was curious how many people it fit. I would say sat, but half of the seating is grass. So I don't know exactly. But it was pretty large. There's a lot going on.
The seating capacity, oh God, where did that go? Oh God. Is like almost 7,000, but the open lawn can accommodate almost 14,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
so 21,000.
Max, probably.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. Tetris says, plus you don't sit at concerts. I have strong opinions about that. I have really, really strong opinions about that. And apparently no one agrees with me. Because if they did, they'd be seated. I grew up going to concerts, but the concerts were like the Carolina Opry and the Alabama Theater, and like the people would come and play, but it would be like a lot of country music things. Like the audience was a little bit older, so I grew up in an environment where like everyone sat, and then I got older and started going to concerts that were not geared towards older people, and then everyone stood. And
He's been old a long time.
And it honestly really bothers me, because in my opinion, I'm like, why are we paying for a seat if we're all just going to stand the whole time? And the other thing is that you don't want me to stand. You really don't. The minute that everybody stands, I just think, because the person behind me is going to be so upset And they were, because at the beginning we were seated, like before the show began, and I could hear the couple talking behind me and just like chatting about whatever. And then everyone stood. No one stood for the opener. And no one stood for Alkaline Trio. But Blink came out and everyone stood up, and I'm just thinking, oh god. And as soon as I did, the people behind us, I was like,
The guy in
You're
front
done.
of you was tall.
he was.
And then
he was
he
pretty tall.
shifted, and then he was in front of me, and then I was like, he was not that much shorter than you.
Yeah, he was probably about 6'3",
Yeah. So then we switched.
which was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to go to shows. If you go to a venue that's got seats, just sit. Just sit. Just sit. You paid for the seat. Just sit.
Coastal Music Park has a huge lawn space. Because it's an amphitheater, it's outside. And the weather was gorgeous yesterday.
Put Mal on your shoulders. No, there was...
That's too high up for me.
Well, there was also... They have, like, people walking around to make sure that
Yeah.
you're not doing anything you shouldn't. And there was a guy that had his... his kid was, like, I don't know, 4 years old, up on his shoulders. And he came over and was like, you can't do that. And I was like, that kid can't see anything then.
There was a lot of children there.
There were a lot of children. It was a little concerning for me.
You didn't know what the banter was going to be like either.
No,
and I did.
It was wildly, wildly inappropriate
Yeah.
for children. Like, not...
Like, the jokes they were making were,
Like, you're... I don't know, man. Like, it's two different things. It's like, I don't know that you want your 4-year-old kid learning all those words. That's part of it. And then, aside from, like, the words, there's other just general topics that they're talking about. I'm like, you probably don't want either of these things. Spence says, just don't explain the jokes. It's not highbrow comedy. It's not going over anyone's heads. Like, the children
they're
understand.
not hinting. They're saying.
Yeah, like, it's... Anyway, we wore earplugs because we wear earplugs at concerts typically. But I was just thinking, like, if anyone else doesn't have earplugs,
Yeah.
this is loud. It's very loud. I would like to find some sort of solution that allows me to hear some of the high end, because when you have the earplugs in, you lose the high end.
Yeah.
Which is difficult, especially on a band that you're not familiar with the songs, because the high end is where the human voice is, so you start to lose some of, like, what the words are. Fossick says AirPods. Yeah, I've heard that could be a solution.
I thought about bringing them.
Loop earplugs. Interesting. Yeah, I've heard good things about AirPods. At some point, I think I will get a pair of AirPods. I've waited for a year or so, because I thought about getting them, like, last year, and then I was like, well, they're going to make, like, a new one. I didn't have any reason to really own them, but they're good for travel and also exercise.
I cannot wear them very long.
Really? Mm-hmm. You just find that they don't...
They start to hurt.
You've always had problems with that, though. Mm-hmm. Your ears are very sensitive. Anyway, let's see. We got 64 months from Night Owl 20. 300 Bits from Will Peters, who says, here's a weird thing to ask. If you remember... Do you remember Dyslexic Heart Bear? Or was it called something else? Well, it was Mr. Dyslexic Heart Bear. But I do remember. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm not sure where he is. He's in my parents' house
He's probably at
somewhere.
your parents' house.
We didn't get rid of him. That was a million years ago, though. It was a very long time ago. I should run this. The beans are not completely fresh. I haven't had time to do that. I'll probably get to that today. Probably. We had 84 months from DC20 Will Save. That's a 7. Congrats on 7. 300 bits from Casper the Highland Wolf. It says, do watch the Blink-182 music videos. They have a unique style I think you'd appreciate as a film student. I've probably seen at least one music video of theirs.
The one where they run
point.
around naked.
It doesn't ring a bell. I'll have to, like, look at some... I really do enjoy watching music videos. They're fun to watch because it's like a bite-sized experimental film project.
I did really enjoy it when they played "Miss You" and it was like the "Where are you" line, and the crowd just screamed it. Where are you? That was great. That was one of my favorite parts of their set.
Yeah, I just didn't like listen to them
Yeah.
growing up. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any other music that you enjoyed that I missed out on. I'm sure there is, but
Yeah.
that's probably one of the bigger ones. 300 from Jetchat says, it's more based on music genre, vibe, and venue, etc. Paul McCartney concert, stand up and dance. Raleigh Symphony Orchestra, dress clothes and sitting. If something ever happens, and I get, I don't know, either a weird side project or a career shift, and I start doing music, I would say at the beginning of the concert, I'd be like, everyone sit!
Nope, sit.
Sit down! Because I always wanted to sit, so y'all have to sit. That's what I would do. I'd be like, don't stand! The person behind you will have to stand too. And then the person behind them has to stand. It's dominoes, it's awful.
Security.
Security, make that person sit down.
Coffee!
I would do that, though. That'd be important. We had 84 months from Comadner. That's 7. And 300 bits from Will Peters who says, did you know Blink-182 did a sequel to What's My Age Again music video, but with women? Different song, though.
I've seen that, yeah.
And you said... Was it Alkaline Trio that had a different band called Heaven?
They both did. Alkaline Trio had a band called Heavens.
Did you know that? Did you notice when they came out that it was playing a song that referenced heaven? Did you notice that? I didn't know if you caught
No.
that because you had told me
A
that
poll has
beforehand,
begun.
and I was like, "Oh, that's neat."
Concert stand or sit?
They did play their new song, Alkaline Trio did. Oblivion. Mm-hmm. I think they said Travis produced it.
Vagabond. Okay, so this poll is meaningless. I mean, I'm pro sit personally. I'm very much pro sit. At most concerts, do I have to stand? Yeah, I have to stand. But I wanna sit.
When I went to see World is a Beautiful Place, it was standing room only. There were no chairs at all.
Yeah.
It was in a church basement. It was
And like
great.
if it's stand, then it's stand.
Yeah.
But if there's seats, what are you doing? You got all these seats. Why'd they even put them in there? It's awful. Anyway. Things to announce. It's Thursday.
It is Thursday.
Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Wait, your auction ends today.
Oh yeah, it does. At like 1, I think.
Okay, yeah, Mal's got Winter Goldenrod ending today at 2:18 Eastern, apparently. Thank you, Fossix. So check that out if you're interested. Tomorrow at 11 a.m., you're painting.
I'm painting.
And tomorrow at 8 p.m., we're back for Mario Odyssey. So it's been a normal week. Normal week. And the results of concert stand or sit.
The poll has ended. The winner is Depends on the Concert.
It sounds like depends on the concert, but also almost the exact same amount of you would prefer to sit,
Yeah.
which is how I feel. Because does it depend on the concert? It depends, but if it was within my control and there's seats available, everyone would sit at all times. Fewer standards than phone showerers. Okay, so those are the things. That's all the things, I suppose.
That's all of the things.
And then Monday night, are you finishing Ghost Trick, or are you still?
I don't know. I don't know how long it is.
Oh, you probably have an extra stream, maybe.
Okay.
I think it's like a 6 or 7 hour game. It's
Okay.
not super long. Come on, she's not finishing it. All right, so. All right, later then. I keep feeling like I'm missing something, but
No?
I guess I'm not. Maybe it's because there's just so much going on in our lives
There
right
is.
this second that there's the sensation that I'm missing something, but I guess I'm not actually.
No.
All right. Well. Okay. Thanks for watching. Congrats to Breakfast Stream for turning 7. Such a big boy. Good job, Breakfast Stream. And shoot, I guess we'll see you tomorrow morning for painting.
Yeah, it's Friday.
It's been a fast week.